Hello and welcome. You join me, ADG123 or ADG on YouTube, and here we are on Project Cars 2, about to simulate a bit of a touring car race. So I watched the first British touring car race of the season this morning, and looked like it was going to be postponed because of weather and fog, so I've set it up slightly even more drastically on this as to the same conditions. Put us in the touring car category. There's only 3 cars unfortunately, and they're not actually touring car cars, but it's the closest I could get. So here we go. There's the Megane touring car, there's the Mercedes AMG 45 touring car, and there is BMW, forget which BMW it is, touring car as well. So we're away into T1, losing a few places off the start there. Bad start against the rear wheel drive cars around me, but we're away now.
Don't worry about it, you'll get it back.
Making up a few places through there, just going down the inside. People all sticking single file, so just a chance to make up those places, which is good. So I'm already up into 11th. Into the back of the AI driver in front. Going slowly through there, through Druids, is it? I always forget the names. I know there's a couple of the names of the corners around here, but I forget which one's which. Oh, big moment of oversteer from the rear end. Tried to gather it up with throttle, but didn't work. Didn't have enough space on the track to be able to get the correction done. Never mind. So we find ourselves dropping into 16th where we started at the end of the first lap. 24 laps to go, so I'm not too worried. Little lock up on the brakes heading into T1, but not too bad. Got off the brakes a little bit to avoid any longer lock up. Down the inside, heading into Druids, I think this is actually. I'm going to stop mentioning the corners. Just embarrass myself by getting it wrong every time. Even after watching it this morning, I still can't remember which is which. So quite a bit of spray in front now with the fog as well. Not the best visibility in this race, but wipers are going ridiculously quick to compensate for the rain. So it was good seeing the BTCC back again for another year, and different drivers and different teams and all sorts of switch around with the drivers and teams as well. So drivers with a lot of experience changing teams and are in different cars now and all that kind of stuff as well. So there's all sorts of exciting aspects to a new season in BTCC these days. So many cars in it, so many drivers. Nick Hamilton seeing his debut season this season in BTCC as well. So yeah, it was good to watch the first race, which has inspired me to do this. So let's crack on with it anyway. I'll stop waffling on about that and actually get on with the racing. So I think I've got the AI about right for an actual decent challenge here. I should be able to catch him with good driving, but not that easily. So it looks like there's a bit of a battle going on up front. Someone down the inside of someone else. No names I can really put to anyone with the AI drivers. So late on the brakes, locked it up a little bit, but managed to get down the inside and got enough down the inside to hold the line through the corner. Again, one race like this in league racing, going wide again and understeer into that corner there. No, that wasn't good. Already had a moment through here, so be careful on the curb a little bit. Not great in the rain. Shunted the guy in front a little bit, but not too heavily. Little tap for him, let him know I'm there. So down his inside now, looking to line it up. If I can't get it done before the first corner, at the first corner, so I've managed to get it done before the first corner, so I can take the line that I'd like to take, and not have to sit right to the inside to get it done. So it gives me a good exit and a chance to dive and make another position. Locked it up on the brakes again there, as you could probably hear. But he's stuck to me outside. No, managed to get past just about. So can take the natural line and try and hit the apex. Try being the word there. So all over the back of the BMW now, actually touring car style, pushed him out a little bit and he spun. It's always good to add a little actual touring car style action in there as well. Bit of dirty work from myself. Just forced him around at the rear ends, being a rear wheel drive car. I was pushing a little bit, and then when he got on the power it was just too much. So seems to be making up a place nearly every lap into that corner, if not a few. But just got to hold it on the exit now. He's still there, so I'll give him room, go wide on the entry. Gone too wide though. He's still there. Can only really tell by the little arrow in this view on the bottom of the screen. It gives me some indication that he's still there when it's red and he's side by side with me. And now it's dropped back to being green, so I know he's behind me. So try and concentrate on getting a good run on the Megane in front of me. And taking him down the straight. Just take the natural line, slipstream the guy in front on the brakes, down 2 gears, roll it in. Hit that apex early and then back on the throttle. Down the inside, just ease it onto the brakes, not too heavy, you don't want to lock up. I keep doing that into that corner. And then take the corner in 3rd gear as smoothly as you can, as fast as you can. Same, roll it into that corner, especially in the wet here. Obviously it's different in the wet. You'll be able to take these corners faster in the dry. I'm not patronising you, but obviously that's the case. So I'm talking about a wet lap here, early on the brakes for this corner now. As you can see, it's all bunch up for it. Everyone giving each other space. And get a good run out of the last corner. Not as good as previous laps, but not too bad. So can I get past before the first corner? Just about, and then I try and late brake it just to make sure I get it done. Into the back of the AMG in front of me. In the wrong gear, coming out of there in 4th, but I'll stick to 4th. I'm not going to change gears. So still managed to get it down and done down the inside of the AMG. Forcing wide on the exit a little bit and take the place. Make sure I get it stopped for the hairpin, not hairpin, the apex there. Run it wide to the curb. Or don't if you're not carrying enough speed to make it necessary. Down the inside, saw a little opportunity where I hit the brakes early there, so dive down the inside straight away. Making up good positions here on every corner more or less. Feels. So the AI is still not giving me much of a challenge, even though I've turned it up a little bit. And I haven't played project cars for a long time, but this just feels quite natural actually. In-car view on the Megane in the wet. And it feels there's something quite intuitive about it. So it feels like how you drive in real life is basically what I'm saying, rather than how you would drive on a game normally and really push. You're driving to the conditions of what's in front of you and the people in front of you and what they're doing as well. So cutting the corner a little bit but getting a good exit there. See if we can get close through here. I don't want to go side by side through that corner because it's going to end up in a disaster, no doubt. So see if we can get them on the brakes into here. A bit of a tap, a lot of a tap. It's dropped back. The AI have got a habit of doing that on this game, so they don't. As soon as you give them a little bit of contact, they just drop in behind you rather than actually trying to defend the position or trying to battle back with you a little bit. So a bit of a shame the AI is not better on this game, but unfortunately could have had a better battle with that guy, for example. Anyway, I'm just going to stick, since I've got lots of laps left, I'm on lap 10 of 24. Oh, going wide a little bit. As I talk too much. I'm just going to stick behind first place now, knowing that I've got the pace to be able to overtake when I need to. Then we'll actually have a bit of a race. So rolling it in nicely, talked my way through a few laps now as well. Now I'm in this kind of position. And getting the AI set up to be a bit too easy, short shifting there because I was getting a bit of understeer towards the curb, so short shifting into 4th to sort out any traction problem. I'm going to lift off early and let him take the place again. Not very race driver of me, I know, but I am in second place and I've got 13 laps. I could get past, I suppose, and then see if I can lap anyone. I will do, in fact. So I'll get out front now, no doubt I'll pull a bit of a lead, since they're not the fastest, like I say, and see if I can start lapping drivers and have another race again, second time round. Not the longest track in the world, so lapping drivers isn't something I'm just being cocky about. It's actual possibility around here, because of how short the track is, 1.2 miles. The lap is, anyway. So short shift in there, because I couldn't see the rev counter on the dash. Bit risky in the wet, hitting these curbs, but still doing it anyway, taking the risk. I'm going to try and get a good lap in and start catching up to the guys in last place. Seeing as though my AI race is pretty much done, managed to start in 16, drop back a little bit at the start, and overtake a load of people on the first lap, and then managed to get myself eventually up into first place over a number of laps, should I say, and then this time round see if we can catch the back markers. So I can't see them on the mini map up front, they're all look pretty close together, I'm miles behind in fact, just looking at that mini map, but I've got no chance catching them. I've only got a small lead in comparison to all that. Oh no, and I've got no lead at all now I've done that. Oh, so just running wide on the curb took me out wide, so I've drop back into second place, see if we can hold second and not make it third. Yeah. So even though I went off, I've done it again. I was bad on the brakes. Even though I went off, I'll just shut up and race. Don't know what I was going to say there. Right, so I'm dropped back into third place now, so I've got something to do now, and that was unintentional, even though it might have seemed like it was intentional. So it seems even wetter than it was before now on the track. A lot of spray coming up from the car in front. So very wide on entry and exit, but actually making it some kind of line that could work. Better in the dry, granted, but even trying it in the wet, you can get away with it, goes to show. Going a little bit wide on the exit there. Having to short shift to get into fourth to get the traction from the front wheels to keep turning and not understeering wide. See, now this time they've got past me, it seems like it's a bit of a challenge to actually make up the time to get close to them again. I feel like I'm actually dropping back, so scrappy laps now, I need to get back on it and get some good laps in. So better run out of there this time, even though I've got another warning to slow down, otherwise I get a penalty. There it goes, disappeared as I roll my way into the last corner. So let's try avoid a penalty this time, because any progress I make, I just lose through having to lift off for a penalty to get rid of it.
Just set your own personal best lap. Sit up.
So that's better through the first corner, carrying the speed up to the second corner as much as possible. Not too hard on the brakes now. Seem to be struggling a bit now, and I can't quite work out why. Hit from behind from the green car in the rear view mirror there, closes up and hits me. It's a McGann as well by the look of it. Could be wrong. No, it's a McGann. So it just feels like first and second have got the pace on me now, even though I managed to get up into first place quite easily at the beginning.
Try and pick it up a little bit. You're very consistent. Now you can just dig out a few extra tenths of a second.
See a drying line, now it's stopped raining as much. It's not raining quite as much anymore, and there's a drying line appearing. As you can see, the lighter grey patches of tarmac across the whole track is where the drying line is. So I need to almost drive on the wet because I've got the wet tyres on.
That's your fastest time in section 2 so far today. Great job.
So I messed that up completely by trying to drive on the wet and sacrifice another position. So you can see in front there, the guy in front was splashing water a little bit, and then he went onto the dry line and stopped splashing water up at me. Again there you can see him splashing water in front of me because it's not quite fully dry through the first corner, so it's good this game for how it simulates a drying track. It's not dry everywhere, but it is in places now. My rear tyres have gone cold and I need to start working them a bit more. Let's try and actually get some decent times in. I've got another penalty, so just roll into this last corner again to get rid of it. So everyone seems a lot faster than me now on the drier tyres. On the slick tyres probably struggled the way through the whole beginning of the race, and that's why I caught up so easily. And now we're on the drying track where better off on the slick tyres and I'm still on the wets. So this is what actually happened in the real race as well. Going wide everywhere now, got no grip at all from the front tyres. That's what happened in the real race as well this morning. Tyre choice was critical and the people on slicks ended up winning out in the end. Pretty much as I've shown in this. And the people on wets, they just had no grip towards the end because there was not enough wet track to keep the tyres in the right temperature zone. So again going wide there, dropping loads of positions, now into 8th. Got someone at my side of me down the inside as well. See if we can fend them off into the first corner. They still tap me a little bit, but nothing too drastic. Proper touring car style into the first corner there, side by side and a little nudge. So I'm just going to try and make the most of this dry line now and not worry about the tyres and see what they can give me. Overall the grip through those kind of corners though is terrible. Just sends me off with understeer. So much understeer, you just can't expect that much really, and you expect some kind of grip and it just gives you none. So I'm going to go on the wet patch and try and cool down my tyres a little bit, keep to the inside line where it's wetter. This guy just goes flying around the outside of me on his slick tyres on the dry line. Getting them again, so just down to tyres. This the fact that he's just gone past me so quickly and pulled the gap to me so quickly as well. So there's a massive train building up behind me of cars, so I probably want to get it past by before the end of the race. I've only got 3 laps left, so I'll see where I can come, but it's not looking good now. But like I say, this has simulated it quite well actually, better than I expected of what happened in the real race this morning that I watched. So good to see BTCC back, and obviously the British weather, even though the weather's getting a bit better at the moment, it's still not reliable enough to give you a one track to deal with all the way through the race. It can be wet at the start and then dries all the way through, or you know, vice versa. It can be dry to start with and start raining, or whatever. It can dry and then rain again, or so yeah, there's all sorts that can happen with English weather, and that's another aspect of British touring cars that makes it interesting. Oh, this is tricky now on these tyres. Oh, going wide, got to lift off massively there to compensate. Still managed to keep the position, and they've actually managed to drop back. So I don't know how I managed that, but managed to keep the position there. Bought the guy behind the Badminton run on me. But being the AI, they're not the smartest when it comes to opportunities they might take. So driving slightly better now, but the tyres are just too far gone to give me any pace. Just trying to see out the end of the race now really and keep these guys behind me. So I keep getting that penalty from not even doing anything wrong in my eyes, but there you go. I'm low on fuel. Still got a few laps left though, I think. So just start short shifting a little bit more now, save on that fuel for the last lap this one. Oh, no position gone there, just no tyres at the front now. Try and defend the inside line, put across in front of him, managed to do it. Oh, I've run out of fuel. Oh, so not the way I wanted to end this race obviously, but oh, just bring it around the inside of the corner there and park it up then. Yeah, not the way I wanted to end this race, but there you go, that's what happens. So I fueled for 26 laps. I was obviously a little bit too heavy on the throttle and on the gears, and I've run out of fuel before the end, so hey ho, that's the end of that I guess. But enjoyed that, no result to it, did not finish I guess, but still not the point. It was only an AI race anyway, so it means nothing to me, but that was good fun. So yeah, glad to see the BTCC back, and yeah, glad to make a video like this, inspired by it. So cheers for watching if you have done, subscribe if you aren't already, and give us a like if you've enjoyed this. See you later, I've been AG, my tyres are just coming back green now, a perfect temperature. Anyway, take care, see you later, and thanks for watching.